Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Ifeni, the great Malabite.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Rufai. We'll start the review with this day Nigeria's newspaper of record. We'll start with the story above the lead. Afenifere removes Adebanjo as acting leader, constitutes Elders Caucus. Well, the word coming out of the first meeting of Afenifere in the year 2024 held at the residence of Pa Ruben Fasoruti was that, the report says Pa Adebanjo, Ayo Adebanjo has been removed. But perhaps to put it in context, recall that at one point, Pa Ruben Fasoruti, the leader of Afenifere at that time, stepped down on account of old age. And Pa Ayo Adebanjo was appointed as the acting leader, and he carried on as such. But when it came to the issue of Awalokon, Pa Ayo Adebanjo did not buy into that mantra, philosophy, or political strategizing, whatever you want to call it. And he was very vocal about it. And now there was that visit of then presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to Pa Fasoruti in his home in Akure, and of course other elders of Afenifere who were around were invited by Pa Fasoruti to receive Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And of course the impression after that was as though Pa Fasoruti is back as leader. But what has transpired after this meeting shows that Pa Adebanjo has been the leader all this while, because what they did was to abolish the position of acting leader. Because you cannot have an acting leader when there is a leader. It's because there was no leader, that was why there was an acting leader. But Pa Adebanjo has not said anything, but that position was abolished. That was how he was removed in that meeting. But let's move over to other stories. The lead story, Cardoso, Naira undervalued, seeks fiscal collaboration, market stability, vows far-reaching measures to tackle structural impediments to growth, argues economy at turning point, says collaborating with Ministry of Finance NMPCL has improved FX repatriation to Apex Bank, expects stabilization and reduction in fuel costs. NESG, the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, to federal government. Embrace economic transformation agenda to stimulate economic growth. Yes, it was an opportunity for the central bank governor. But of course, his view about the Naira being undervalued, well, it's consistent with what officers of this government have been saying. Finance Minister said the fair value of the Naira is 700. And of course, the budget is pegged at 750 Naira to the dollar exchange rate. But when the CBN intervenes in the I&E window, it does not use that rate. It comes with a higher rate, and towards the close of the window, the thing simmers down. So what is the right value, the fair value of the Naira? I thought at the I&E window, forces of demand and supply should determine what is the appropriate, the right value, the fair value of the Naira. But we'll continue to have this conversation of what is the fair value of the Naira. But we know that between the I&E window and the parallel market, there's still a yawning gap that makes for arbitrage if that is the aim of any person there in the market. And that was what the authorities seek to eliminate when it was announced as one of the reform measures of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the harmonization of the exchange rate. But now we know better, we are still a far cry from harmonization, while the Naira is taking a dive every day, as we say. Over 1,000 300 Naira at the parallel market, over 900 Naira at the I and E window. So what is the fair value of the Naira? Other newspapers reporting this story. Daily Independent newspaper, CBN governor hints on reduction of petrol price inflation, assures ongoing reforms will bring positive outcomes. Well, this is another one that came out of that NESG summit, which was held yesterday. The central bank governor also hinting that petrol price may come down. I don't want to say they have started again, but how? He said when the refineries start working. Yes, the Port Harcourt refineries mechanical turnaround has been completed. What that means, we don't know yet, because he did not say petrol will start flowing out of the Port Harcourt refineries. Of course, there are ongoing work to bring back other refineries, but the Dangote refineries is there, perhaps to solve the problem. But will that bring down the price of petroleum product? Well, the Dangote refinery, when it starts to show the PMS, because for now they will coming out soon with diesel and aviation fuel. But when it comes to the PMS, they said they will be selling to marketers in Naira. Yes, that will help also to reduce the pressure on the Naira, as we will not be having people looking for FX to import petroleum products. We just hope everything go according to plan. Because sometimes when the ministers of this government speak, it's like they are showing you a to-do box. We will do this. This will happen. So we don't want this situation to be reduced to a situation after maybe 1 year. You say, we renew the hope. So that mantra does not come and haunt this government, that you are always renewing the hope of the people without really dealing with the issues. And as they say, I think Ruben, hope delayed. What happens when you delay people? So I don't want this going to be a government of renewing hope. After 8 months, you are renewing the hope. 1 year down the line, you renew the hope. Again. 2 years, you renew the hope. Please, don't deny us this hope. We want to see concrete actions. The Nation newspaper reporting that story, CBN battling to restore Naira to real value, says Cardoso. Well, the Business Day newspaper, high potential sector missing in Nigerians' growth story. NESG, CBN governor says Naira undervalued. Now, the Punch newspaper, Forex scandal. EFCC probes $347 billion fund, summons foreign firms. Of course, if we go to the Daily Trust newspaper, Plateau crisis, pregnant woman gives birth in open. And go to the Vanguard newspaper, also reporting this story. More than 30 people killed in the last 24 hours. Mangu local government. We're talking of one local government because when you talk about security issues in the past, they'll say, oh, in the past, several local governments, Boko Haram were flying their flags. So no flag flying, security restored. One local government, Mangu, in December, Christmas Day Eve, over 200 people killed. Now, after all the commiseration by security chiefs, all the marching order by the president, another 40 persons killed yesterday. It's a sad story. It's a sad story, Ruben, Rufai, and Ayo.
Really sad story. Well, unfortunately, we can't delve in deeper into the stories you've shared with us. But thank you so much for your analysis this morning, Mr. Emmanuel Ifeni. Right.